I was running through the 6 with my woes. And you know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the...
What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, lifestyledefined.com. Windows 10 is quickly approaching. Many of you may have gotten this notification on your PC to reserve your copy. This is not a trick. Microsoft is really giving us Windows 10 for free for the first year. The reason that first year stipulation's in there is more so for businesses. So it's nothing to worry about. Just reserve it. If you've got Windows 7, if you've got Windows 8, or even Windows XP, was Vista in there? I'm sure Vista's in there somewhere. You can upload to Windows 10 for free. So this is a new Microsoft. This ain't the old gang. This is a new one. So yeah, you're looking at Windows 10 here right now. So I just want to give you a few tips to help your transition into the Windows 10 world, or the Windows 10 synergy or ecosystem a little easier, and help you along with that. Tip number 1 is get a Live ID. Some of you may or may not have it. It might be a bit old school. You think of a Live ID, you think of Hotmail. And that's exactly what it is. Now, today, it could be Hotmail, it could be Outlook, it could be either. Or you can even use some random email address you may have and convert that into a Live ID. Which I don't recommend, by the way. Things get sort of messy. But, you know, Live ID is pretty much, think of your Gmail account, and how that is the controller of all of your Google services. The same deal here. So get you a Live ID, and one of the main reasons for that is because when you use your Live ID as a profile on Windows 10, it now backs up a whole lot of data about you and has it available to sync to your other devices. So things like your background images, your lock screen image, the theme that you've selected, the way you have certain settings, your Wi-Fi credentials. So let's say on laptop 1, you went to your friend's house and you had his Wi-Fi password in there, and then next week you took laptop 2. You don't need to ask for those credentials again because your profile already syncs and it already knows what that is, and boom, there you go. So really convenient things like that. I can't, as somebody who has literally 6 or 7 Windows devices running around, it's so convenient that I can just pick up or log into any one and just get right to work and not have to worry about where are my files and my settings and so on and so forth. So Live ID is very important. The second part, which is a good segue to Live ID, Live ID is a good segue to the second part, would be OneDrive. OneDrive is Microsoft's cloud solution, and according to me, the best solution, simply because it's available on every single platform out there. There's no solution like it. You know, if you look at Google solution, it's only Google and iOS. You look at you look at Apple, it's only on Apple. So trust me when I say OneDrive is the most robust, and it's the best priced. Now, here's a pro tip. If you were to buy a yearly subscription of Office 365, not only do you get Office in the cloud and Office on the PC and Mac and phones, iPhones, Android tablets, so on and so forth, but you get an unlimited amount of storage on OneDrive. And I mean unlimited. I really do mean unlimited. So just to show you that this is no joke, let's see here. So that subscription will run you about $70 on Amazon, and you see I have 10 terabytes, and if by the graces of God I'm able to get to that 10 terabytes, they'll throw me another 10. It's very hard to get through that. I mean, it's ridiculously hard. Most of those are pictures for me in my apps. But yeah, so OneDrive, what OneDrive will help you do is it pretty much, you take everything in your documents, you know, whatever files you work on most, so on and so forth, and you just upload that all to OneDrive. And now it now becomes available in the cloud and on the PC. Now, here's something to think about. Here you see my documents, right? And you see my Ignorant Gamers folder, so on and so forth. Pending is all the thumbnails for the videos that we do. I want to show you why OneDrive is so important to this ecosystem. If I go into the settings, I can choose the folders that will be synced only on this PC. So you see, I've got a bunch of other stuff. I got a bunch of books that I need to read, all my apps, all my music, but I don't want that stuff on this particular laptop. So all I want is my documents, so on and so forth. So what happens here is the OneDrive, it shows me exactly what I've selected. So if I go in here and I remove or edit this picture, on OneDrive, it's going to say, hey, he changed it on the cloud, boom, that's it. So now when I go over to any of my other machines, the same change reflects. And this is such a big deal for productivity. You can't imagine how convenient this is. And again, this is not only in a Windows 10 thing, this scales across your devices as well. So that in itself is pretty dope. Coming into another tip, and this is again piggybacking off OneDrive, is the music. So the Xbox Music service has actually come a long way. They're rehauling it here and on the Windows Phone version of it. So one of the things they enabled was, I guess Google calls it your offline locker, and it's a simple concept, right? So you take your offline music and you upload it all to your OneDrive in the music directory, and then it all becomes available here. This is all offline music. This is actually a jazz album that I bought from these musicians at a bar here in Brooklyn, and the music was pretty dope. Shout out to these guys, man. I really love this thing. They do like this sort of cover stuff, but it's dope stuff. So again, this is not on this PC. This is actually in the cloud, but I'm probably gonna blow out your eardrums here. Let me turn down some music before I start to play that. There it is. Right? I'm no square. I give you fever. So yeah, I mean, this is a very powerful thing, man. I have access to my music from wherever I am thanks to OneDrive. And again, when you link your Live ID to OneDrive and you dump all your music up there, it becomes available to all your devices. And it's nice to not have your music sitting around eating up space, right? And for those of you who travel and you do need your music, well then check that music folder off and bring down all your music. You know, that's a good bit of functionality and flexibility there. Another tip I would have is Xbox. For those of you who actually game on the Xbox, your Live ID is worth using. And for most Xbox guys, the Live ID is probably what you use for your Xbox Live gamer tag anyway. And Microsoft is doing a really good job at transforming this Xbox app into not only this client per se, but it's got a lot of functionality. Like, you can stream your Xbox games directly to this Xbox app. So if I were to plug a controller in and go to my recently played, I'd be able to play Battlefield with the controller right on my laptop. So a lot of that stuff is really coming along nicely. You see here they've got the game hubs. So yeah, there's a lot of advantages to really signing up for a Live ID, and it will definitely help you take advantage of the features of the operating system. Here's another one. So let me close it out, launch it again, and here's the ability to actually pin let's make it large. The ability to pin apps and whatnot to your start menu. So yeah, here are pictures. I mean, these are pictures, these are videos. We just did the thumbnails. This is some pictures I took on work, some stuff from work, a picture I took today of the Freedom Tower. So again, none of these pictures are this is actually in the camera roll on my phone. These guys, and this is my Windows phone, these guys here on the camera on my work phone, which is an iPhone, and this is just on OneDrive period, but you can tell how it's sorted by date, and then you can go in the album and do what you need to do there. It's just a really convenient thing to have the OneDrive really organize a lot of that stuff and hold it in place for you. So yeah, there's also a few things you should know about Windows 10. Like, for instance, Media Center is going away. So any of you guys with Media Center setups, don't upgrade to Windows 10. You'll lose that. I love Media Center, man, and Microsoft for a while, they haven't been updating it. They've been ignoring it, and it's simple. It's because of the Xbox. That's what they want you to use, and it's fully capable. But damn, I'll miss the Media Center. There's some newer versions of Solitaire and Minesweeper that you'll need to download. A lot of your Live Essential tools won't work. There were, just minor things to just really watch out for. And lastly, is the requirements of Windows 10. It's just asking for a processor, a 32-bit processor that's at least 1 gigahertz and 2 gigs of RAM. I mean, we can buy a tablet for $70 that'll have those specs. So it's not a big deal. A good rule of thumb is if you have Windows 7, Windows 8, you're definitely fine. PCs that were able to run Windows Vista, you should be okay. And even some of the later spec PCs in the Windows XP era, they should be okay as well. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And yes, I know a lot of questions are coming, and a lot of you guys have been asking for a while, where's the Windows 10 tutorials, how to use it. I'm waiting for Microsoft to push out an RTM version of the build, because they're still changing things here and there. Nothing is finalized with these previews. So when we get an official copy, then I'll start to do a lot of tutorials and really sink in and give you guys the best of what it has to offer. So hang tight for that. But for now, hope you enjoyed the how to prepare for Windows 10 to make your life a lot easier and to really make the operating system a lot more dope and enjoy the flexibility. My name is Ramon. This is Lifestyles Defined. I'm out of here. Peace.